Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the positive steps that my team has made over the past week that have definitely made the mode improve, and then mainly where they can continue to build upon this for Season 3 of NBA 2K24 MyTEAM so that we can maintain the momentum that is starting to be created in this game mode. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, less than 200 subscribers away, and I'm trying to hit that by the end of November. I think it's very possible, but would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the main things that have happened this week are this LeBron event, but also the Thanksgiving mural event and these tournament battle cards that have been coming out as well. And number one, we'll start with the LeBron event. I understand that LeBron is still very expensive and hard to attain without spending money, but these two LeBron sets that have been dropped for Harden and for Kareem are two of the deepest and best sets that have been dropped this entire year. They're deep. They give you great budget cards, great salary cap cards, great offline cards, and great cards that make your best lineup for pretty much everybody. I mean, the James Harden set had Harden, who's the best offensive point guard in the game, top 2 or 3 point guard in the game. Siakam and Barnes, who have an incredible dynamic duo, both of whom are elite cards. Pete Maravich, very good. Danny Manning and Dino Raja, both very good budget cards. Derek Harper's a great budget card. Otto Porter's a great budget shooter, to be honest. John Barry is one of the best gold shooters that you're going to be able to get in the game, especially at 6'5" at point guard. There's just so many good cards. And then the set yesterday, I guess when I was seeing this video, is probably even better. Jaylen Brown, very solid. Cade Cunningham, top 3 to 5 point guard in the game, though. Michael Beasley, top 3 to 5 small forward in the game. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, one of the best budget cards in the entire game. Larry Nance Jr. and Larry Hughes are 2 of the best sapphires in the game. This is another incredible set. So 2K has done a much better job this week with budget cards in these events and making these cards more worth using, because this lock-in is the most worth it lock-in of all that there has been all year. I'm still not sure it's ever worth spending the amount of money that it might cost to get these lock-ins completed, but if it's a game that you enjoy and it's something that you want to do, I understand. And this is, I mean, not to mention the fact that you get Harden and Kareem as well, the best center in the game in Kareem. This is such a good all-around lock-in. The free cards are not that exciting. I mean, Trey is very fun offensively, but as a whole, the 10 free agenda cards were not great, and that is certainly somewhere where 2K could continue to improve, is on the free grindable reward cards. But as a whole, I think they did a great job with this. They also did a great job with the Thanksgiving mural and the exchange, so you can get other things, ways to make MT in the exchange. The fact that the Thanksgiving packs can reward you with other stuff than the event cards and some rewarding stuff as well. Like I pulled a Amethyst Drazen Petrovic that I was able to exchange with the one I had in my collection to make 37,500 MT. Once you complete the diamond, the free diamond, which by the way, it's a free diamond. Again, I know people are complaining that it's unsellable and stuff, but it's a free diamond. There are chances to get lots of valuable things, whether it helps you complete another set or it's a player that just improves your lineup. But even once you complete the event, if you keep playing and keep getting these event cards, you could continue to exchange them for new rewards, whether that be MT, packs, jerseys, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of different options. An Amethyst Coach Hall of Fame badge, a way to exchange a diamond for 50,000 MT right here is super nice. I could put this Jared Vanderbilt in here right now. It cost me 13,000 MT. I evoed him up and I get 50k MT right there. This one isn't repeatable, but still, there's just so many good things with this Thanksgiving mural event. It's another huge positive step in the right direction. But those things are not enough. Even the tournament battles cards, which have also been a massive step in the right direction, is providing us with a ton more valuable budget content and stuff that's going to continue to get better with guys like Bobby Portis, Derek White, Tobias Harris, Ben Mathen. If I could ever get him evoed, his blocks are impossible. 2K needs to fix that. Nas Reed, KCP, etc., etc. Still a lot more cards with potential evos that could continue to make them better and better as top tier budget cards, and really some of them top tier options at their positions when they're fully evo, especially in the game. So this is another huge W of an event as well that is really starting to come to fruition. So as a whole, I think 2K's done a much better job this week. I think content is in a better place, and I think people, as y'all can probably tell if y'all are on social media, people are definitely feeling more positivity towards my team. But in order to keep that going in Season 3 is going to require 2 very specific things. Number 1, mode rewards have to be better in Season 3. We are just over a week away from Season 3 starting, or about a week away when y'all are seeing this video. And it is going to be absolutely crucial that the mode rewards are better. Because Ruby Eddie Johnson, Ruby Mike Conley, whoever else that may be, Ruby Dan Marley, Ruby Cliff Robinson, Ruby Bob Love, Chris Morris, Raymond Felton, all these cards are so mid. Even Cliff Robinson, who was the best of them all, was like at best a top 5 center the day he came out and is barely top 10 at his position right now, if he is even still top 10. Like, the mode rewards were not high enough tier. They were not good enough cards. They do not make the game feel rewarding and desirable to play. So that's the first thing. The salary cap reward especially. Terry Dishinger is not an awful card, but that was a really, really disappointing result. He can't play the position that people wanted to play. He's really kind of limited as a card stat and badge wise. He's missing some things that are kind of important. He's just not that good of a card, to be completely honest. And a really disappointing final salary cap reward. We need higher overall mode rewards, and we need better mode rewards. Guys who are going to be at least competent, better, more versatile cards throughout the season. Like, the fact that we do not have a single player who is a mode reward this season that is even close to a top 5 player at their position is kind of ridiculous and really makes these modes feel very unrewarding to grind. So that's number 1. Mode rewards have to be better. Number 2, free grindable content needs to be more consistent and more rewarding. Now, this obviously does continue with the mode rewards theme, but we have pretty much gone all of season 2 with very little free grindable rewarding events. Obviously, like I said, the Thanksgiving mural is one of the best things that 2K has done the entire year, to be completely honest, and is great. But it doesn't really make up for the fact that pretty much this whole entire season, the free grindable reward content has been incredibly disappointing. I mean, SGA was amazing as the ultimate reward and is still the best point guard in the game. But outside of the ultimate reward, which, by the way, level 40 ultimate reward need to remain good. That is crucial. I don't want that to change. I don't want good changes at the expense of things that are already good being changed. The ultimate reward needs to be the best player in his position when he comes out still. The level 40 needs to be an elite level card. We need those cards to stay elite the way that they have been in the first 2 seasons. But season 1 had the Bosch grind, which was the best card in his position in the game at the time. The D-Wade grind, arguably probably the best card, his position in the game as well, in addition to other good grindable free content. Season 2 has basically been Sean Livingston and kind of Steve Smith in the first week of the season, and then pretty much nothing else particularly rewarding in terms of free events throughout the season until this Thanksgiving mural. And we've basically gone a month with near no quality free content, which is a real shame. I mean, daily agendas for mediocre Series 1 Sapphires and Emeralds is just not going to cut it. Even the Ruby agendas, those are nice and those are good to help people make MT for when they already have that Ruby card in their collection and can exchange it and sell the sellable version they have in their collection. But nobody really wants to grind for an unsellable Ruby John Stockton. That's not making anybody's team better. The only reason they're going to do it is they already have the card and can make MT from it. So that's the other big thing. Free rewards have to be better and more common in Season 2. That doesn't mean that we need a new elite top 5 at their position free card every single day, but that does mean that we need 2 or 3 events throughout the season that reward you with a player or 2 who are at least top 5 at their position. We need those guys to be better. We need the Gauntlet reward card in Season 3 to be better. Joe Smith simply just does not cut it. He's not an awful card, not Joe Smith, Joe Johnson, but he wasn't that elite level card that rewarded players for grinding and for being good at the game. In general, I just don't think content as a whole was very good in terms of rewarding and catering towards a free or a no money spent player until the very end of the season when they finally dropped, number 1, some really good budget cards, and number 2, some other grindable content that is actually legitimately rewarding and has seriously good potential. But it literally took pretty much almost this entire season before we really got anything truly rewarding and truly good. And the mode pretty much felt like it was going downhill the whole season until these last few days, which has been, it's nice that it doesn't finally feel like it's in the bleakest mode that it's, or bleakest point that it's ever been at, but I'm a little worried that this is only going to be a short-term blip of positivity and that we're going to go right back to a lot more negativity and disappointment next week when Season 3 starts, and there's, again, probably not going to be much to grind for outside of the ultimate reward. Because the ultimate reward being great is awesome, but it's just not that appealing to the casual player. It's just not. So, I don't know. As a whole, I definitely think, like I said, 2K is doing a much better job, and I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. I just want to see that continue, and I think, honestly, the most important thing that is going to make that continue is to reward your players for grinding the game. It's the mode rewards and more consistent grindable free content throughout the season. Those are going to be the 2 most important things for maintaining positivity in your game mode. As y'all can see, they've done a better job at the past week, and people's opinion on the game mode has turned around quite quickly. So definitely, gotta say that's a good sign, and I hope that it continues. I'm a little worried it's not going to, and we're gonna go right back to pretty much a lack of content very, very soon again, which would be a bit disappointing. But that is good for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.